Mission 1, Californian Commuter. Welcome to Millbrae, a terminus for connecting the Bay Area Rapid Transit and close to San Francisco International Airports. Complete passenger boarding and then complete J. San Jose, did it say? I did not know, it was quite quick. Anyways, hey guys, and welcome to Dovetail Games Train Sim Worlds 2020. So, yeah, trying it again. Hopefully I'll stick to it this time. Hoping to run my weekly series every Thursday of Dovetail Games Train Sim Worlds, doing the different scenarios of the mission packs to release. So, yeah, Californian Commuter this time, the brand new American service out in California, and certainly an interesting one, certainly a fun one to try from the last stream we did 2 weeks ago. So, fingers crossed, should be an easy service today. It's only a 20-minute mission this one, so not a particularly long one. But if you have a look at the stuff coming up, so yeah, we drive up to Redwood where we stop. We also then stop at San Mateo, Hillsdale, San Carlos on the way. Yeah, it's not looking too difficult today. I mean, I do like this new menu set up. In fact, I believe, yeah, Control T does bring it up in the game, so I need to pause either. But certainly not to talk about. Certainly not to talk about when it comes to new train sim worlds. Anyways, passengers are boarding, so we'll prepare this train ready for departure. Make sure everything is running and on as it should be. Headlights rear. Nope, on headlights front. Stays come on. Lights rear are off since the loco is connected. Yeah, that's about it really. So, let's go to close the doors. And then very shortly, ready for departure. Yeah, no more passengers on the platform, so we should be alright for that one. Right, prepare for depart. So, acceleration, release brakes, and apply power to get moving. Brakes are facing to release. I've already done that. So, put a throttle in. Let's get out of it. Yeah, they say gently apply throttle in these locos. And even in the real world, they generally just stick it on max and let it go. So, off San Mateo, first stop. Should only take us about 5 minutes to get there. 4 miles. So, like I say, welcome to Dovetail Games Train Sim Worlds 2020. Certainly an excited one, certainly one that I've been following for a little bit now. And as an update, it's actually been pretty good. They really have revamped the menus, really revamped the driving setup, and they actually made driving worthwhile. Okay, you've now got actual missions, actual jobs you need to try and complete. Certainly makes for an interesting set of missions, so stuff will definitely go on through the next few weeks. Like I say, it's nice to be back in Train Sim World, nice to be back in a familiar territory, because I will be honest, I haven't been great for the channel the last few weeks. In fact, the last few months, I kind of just let it die a little bit. And I know I have disappointed a few of my viewers, so I do apologise to you guys for being a little left out. But like I say, I try to aim to bring some content back into it, try and bring stuff more into a weekly basis, and not just one live stream on a Saturday night every fortnight or so. So, yeah, try and bring some stuff back into the channel, try and bring a life back into it, especially with the big things coming out soon as well. So, for example, we've got Flight Sim Worlds, sorry, not Flight Sim Worlds, sorry, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, releasing in a few months, to be fair. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about that going background. We'll definitely do a video on that at some point, talking about it. X-Plane's looking pretty good. For a station and a crossroad, so make sure we press the horn. Yeah, something else to talk about with like big news and updates coming up in the next few weeks. But anyways, we shall focus on Train Sim Worlds today, and we'll focus on our service today. I will say, the release of California Express has been very good, very good. The routes looks fantastic, the trains are fantastic. So that's the best feeling, I'd say, so far of all Train Sim World routes. Best looking, it's definitely up there as well. It's definitely up there. Yeah, might as well just hammer the horn for the entire journey because there's just so many crossroads in the section. Reached the line speed of around 80 miles per hour, but a little bit of throttling just for the sake of keeping the train at constant speed. crossroads. We have to focus on this one, I must say. I mean, my route knowledge isn't perfect, but certainly enough to keep me going. I'm away from the station now, so in a short bit we'll start slowing down. Crossroad. Put a lap brake on, bring the train down to around 30 miles per hour. I mean, we've still got 0.6 of a mile to go, so we are relatively early, a minute and a half. Given that the speed we're doing at the moment ain't too slow, certainly not looking too bad for us. Right, just release the brakes now, and just put a little bit of throttle in once the pressure has released. Put a little more thrust back in. Still getting used to the brakes and strain, I must say. I'm not perfect, that's it. Still not quite an expert, but in terms of getting trains to slow down and stop, not as bad as I was in some cases. In fact, let's put the mark on top left there, since that's the probably the nice way of doing it, at least in my opinion. The platforms are visible to us now, they're right ahead of us. Yeah, 25 miles per hour, it's plenty slow enough for stopping distance. Right, first station, San Mateo. Let's see how the stopping here works. Platform is relatively empty. I mean, it is 6 in the morning, so I don't think we'll have too many passengers boarding this train today. But certainly we'll have a couple passengers knocking on and off. Go. And unlock right. Both San Mateo and Hillside stations allow workers commutes to and from many office and headquarters and some well-known businesses. Yes, so down in California, definitely the business side of America in the southeast. See, we've got 2 passengers boarding at the moment. Like how they try and big it up as like some massive corporation station. But no, not a single soul. Not a single soul. Got 1 person waiting on the down line. And there's another one there as well. There's actually a few more on the other platform anyways. While we're here... Oops, not that one, sorry. Let's have a look, shall we? See if there's any things to discover. Ticket machines are active. It was ticket machines, maps. What's cones? No, it was bin bags. Was it bin liners? I'll double check which the other 2 were. There's a map there. So we can collect that. 4 out of 25. And also we'd be passing anyway, so let's teleport back into our train. Walk the right, stop the belt. It's a crossing, not my train, that's fine. Press the brakes. Wait for the pressure to release. And throttle. Up it goes. Like I say, maximum throttle. Same when we do it in the real world. 2.5 miles to Hillsdale. Again, a few more crossings, so sound the horn and the train pass through. Just crossing after crossing here. Imagine on whoops. Yeah, it goes quiet for a second. Yeah, I can imagine on like a busier day, certainly a few more trains causing traffic jams here. Anyway, it's clear of that now. And it's about 2 miles or so until Hillsdale, so we're braking about 1.5 miles. So I guess one thing I should ask you guys, how are you guys finding Peninsular Corridor? I mean, like I say, I've enjoyed it so far since its release. I've definitely done a few of the scenarios in my free time, as well as the new like 24-hour mode as well. That mode is fantastic. It really has brought a lot of life into the sim. Do one journey, do the next one, do the next one, do the next one, and rather than just a standard like scenarios list where you do a train at this time, at this time, at this time, because it does all count at the end of the day, and you do it like your medals and your completion rules and that kind of stuff. It's just a little bit extra that really does bring this into life. It's very well done, very well made. Definitely giving credit to the guy who created that for Dovetail. Right, so 1.2 miles to Hillsdale, travelling at 70, so not doing too bad in terms of acceleration. Throttle back, and in a moment we shall go for the brakes. Not just yet though. Again, see if we have any more crossings, although it seems to be a little quieter in the stretch track. And with these trains, I do need to remember that while the initial braking is relatively light, the longer you're holding it for, the gets the more stronger these brakes get, so you really have to take a bit of time judging these. We're going uphill, so fortunately that is also slowing the train down slightly. Coming in at 50. I try to aim for 30 when entering the stations, so we'll need a little bit more braking just before the ends there. Oops, yeah, service brakes. Braking a little too fast, but the train should compensate for that, and you should stop on the platform relatively easily anyway. Yeah, no problems at all that one. Unlock right. Welcome to Hillsdale. Ticket machine, we can go collect that one. Down, close the door, since again we'll just teleport back in later, and unlock another ticket machine. That's 3 out of 25. It's definitely an interesting one, ticket machines. It's not one that I'd personally think up of, but I presume that's something like, right now they're introducing new ticket machines in the route, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how like American train ticket system works, but I guess if it is again something that they're doing in the real world, introducing new systems, then certainly adds a bit more of a real mix to it. Well, we can go down the ramp here. How far can we leave the station? Okay, we can't leave through this point, so if I wanted to cross to the other side, I would have to do that via the tracks, I'm afraid. There's no actual crossover that yeah, I'm allowed to access. Oh well, thanks for our train, lock the doors, let's go. Brakes will release those. Seconds close, there you go. San Carlos, 620, 2.9 miles. Let's go. After San Carlos, it's Redwood City. So, like I say, it's not a massive journey, this one. It's actually quite a short one. Sure there was a lady sitting on the left-hand seats. Not sure where she went. Also, does our driver model appear in the seats? I know sometimes it doesn't happen. Yeah, that one works quite nicely this time. I know sometimes in the past, Train Sim Worlds, the driver wouldn't quite appear in the model, but I'm sure that was a glitch that I'll know about. As a result, we'll fix it relatively quickly. Alright, it's 2.4 miles to San Carlos. Doesn't seem to have too much in the way of crossing at this point, because we are now on a race piece of track, or the roads cross underneath us via tunnels. Is that station approaching we're going to pass through? I don't think so. There's like a pedestrian crossing there, but gated off, fenced off even. There you go, the Japanese train rail car there. That one's heading to San Francisco, so we're on the southbound track actually, we're heading towards San Jose. And then it's the it's the loco unit ends that goes away from San Fran, cab car towards San Fran. Pass through a station, so sound the horn. That's no, it's bell through station and horn through crossings, something like that. The US are not strict, but definitely different when it comes to their laws and stuff that I definitely need to look up on, just to try and, I guess, keep it authentic, keep it as realistic as possible. Going at 70, sound card is a mile away, so yeah, cut throttle. And in a second, we shall start with the brakes. So, service brakes set. Gets around 55, we shall cut the brakes, because by the time the pressure releases, we'll be down towards the 30s. So actually it's about 12 miles per hour it kind of drops from brake pressure hold to brake pressure release. And there go platforms, now up ahead. And service brakes set. Very nicely done. There we go. Those road signs. City, downtown services, fair enough. So it's generic signs, but it still looks good. I mean, if you want a scene, then that's something I very much do like Dovetail games for when it comes to Train Sim Worlds. It is a beautiful looking simulator, and you can't deny. Fair enough, the argument is there's not so much you can do in Train Sim World compared to Train Simulator. But in terms of graphics and getting this thing to look good, they certainly have done a fantastic job at doing that. Very good use of the Unreal Engine there. It's a great looking sim. And with some maps especially, it just looks phenomenal. The German maps, like I say, German maps probably the best looking ones in Train Sim World so far, especially the mainline ones. The rapid transit, fair enough, it's more of a metro line, more of a subway, but still, it's not bad looking by any means. And Great Western, I like Great Western, but it is now a bit of a need for an update, let's be honest. Here's the original add-on map, original DLC map, was the second one after C6 Heavy Haul. Bit of TLC, and again, it will look phenomenal. I mean, I've tried pestering Matt Pendleton for a few updates on that one, but sadly, he isn't allowed to rule anything, regardless of positive or negative, so it's one of those where we'll just have to wait a little bit longer, see what happens. But as much as I'd like to try and get a bit of info out of them, it's not happening yet. Right, 2 miles to Redwood City, and then I believe that is our last stop for this service. Yeah, 6:25. Right, yellow flashing signal, so that is warning me that a red is approaching. Because we've only got two aspects in American Not 3, flashing, I presume, is the same as the double yellow aspects in the UK. So next one will be a non-flashing yellow or single yellow, and after that a red. So I'll be careful if I'm stopping now, as I don't particularly want to overrun anything today. To go, high up 70 miles per hour, we shall cut throttle. It's not a crossing, that's a bit of lighting between the trees there. Alright, next signal, like I say, is a non-flashing yellow. Put the train down to around 30 miles per hour. Brake pressure. Yeah, so I've got a minute to go, only about 700 yards, so at this point, just going to roll into the station. Brakes onto service, and then let the train do the rest. Alright, something a little shy there, so I'll release brake pressure, see if the car is rolling a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Brake set, and the train will come to a halt. This is Redwood City, which goes by the slogan, "The government test our climate is best." Yeah. Right down the window, enjoy some of the weather, while allowing passengers to board. American cities very much are just massive communities, basically. I mean, if you're in a part of a city, you're part of a community, and that's why they have these slogans and nicknames and all that. I mean, at some point I will travel to the US, that is for sure. I'm not exactly sure where that I'd go, but yeah, it's just these things about American cities. They're very different culturally compared to the UK. I mean, I live in London. That's about it. I'm a Londoner. There's no massive community-like thing around that. But you live in America, especially in some of the smaller communities. Just by living near one of them, you very much are part of all the festivities that just go around. It's a very traditional country, the US, especially some certain cities. Right, that's all for now. The service will continue south to San Jose. And then that, for me, I believe, is that, basically. Let's see what happens. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so quick look at the new end screen here. So you got your performance graph. I do very much like that. It shows you your speed against the speed limit. So you can see at the start I did go a tiny bit above it, but not by much. And then yeah, you see where you kind of stop at stations. You can see then there in future we didn't quite reach the speed limit on the other stops, but yeah, it's a nice little graph. Really shows you what's going on. You can see where I've braked a bit before stopping. See where I've braked before stopping, brake before stopping. Then you've got your different times, so due time, actual time, due time, actual time, due time, actual time, stopping accuracy as well. So all these little details I do quite like. You see also now level 47, level 6 on Peninsular, and level 3 on the F40PH. 22-minute mission, so like I say, not a very long one, but it's a nice introduction to this scenario and the routes. So yeah, Californian Commuter, it's a lot of fun. If I want to, I can now continue the journey, and that'll be the rest of the journey to San Jose, which is a nice extra feature of this pack as well. But for now, I think it'll be a nice time to end the video. So yeah, next week I believe it's let's actually see what the mission is next week. Get a stronger idea of what this sim offers. Scenarios. So done Californian Commuter, next is Clean and Tidy, followed by Dirty Dirt Drive, Rocky Road, and Home Run. So 5 weeks of videos, and then we'll wait for the next pack to release. And likewise, also have a chance to go back and see some of the other scenarios as well, because while Peninsular Corridor was the big release around 2020, Main Spec Ops Barn had the update as well, which made it 2020 compatible with like the intros and special missions and all that, as did Northern Transpennine. I'm not sure about TSW, I have to double check that one. I know that Great Western got it as well. I'm not sure about CSX, I'll double check that one as well at some point. And I believe Long Island Railroad got it as well. But I'll definitely go through them, we'll see which ones are compatible, which ones are not. And certainly maybe revisit some lines as well. But like I say, next 2 weeks, we're doing a strong Peninsular Corridor thing. So, I think that is the end of that. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do like if you did, do subscribe. And yeah, Train Sim Mods back, I guess. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.